says hello. I spoke to him yesterday.
Oh, I miss him. I call him. I do call him. Yeah. And I bet. And he's a nice friend. He listens. And then he says, you know what, Nick? I'm like, what? He's like, the grass is greener on the other side.
He doesn't miss us at all.
Okay, great, thank you.
Bullshit, I've noticed in the last 6 months or so, I need
Okay.
cheaters and I never used them before, I'm like, I can't believe it. This one's
Okay. Hello, everyone. I would like to call to order the City of Quincy Board of License Commissioners meeting, August 16th, 4 PM. Sue, could you please call the roll?
Yes. Inspector Anderson for Director Duca.
Here.
Inspector DeCarly for Commissioner Castley.
Here.
Chief Jackson.
present.
Chief Keenan, not present. Chair Crispo.
Present. We do have a quorum, and we will go ahead and start the meeting. I will read into the record the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. And Chief Keenan is here for the record. Just a quick note before we get started. With respect to agenda item number 14, the applicant has requested a continuance until the hearing on September 13th. So granted, we will hear that on September 13th, Off the Hook Restaurant Bar and Grill. Agenda item number 1, hearing regarding the request of the Chamber of Commerce to extend the Kilroy Square Beer and Wine license for the Beer Garden until 11 PM on Friday, September 30th. Welcome, Tim Cahill, and we appreciate your patience on this.
No,
and
no problem, no
Why
problem.
don't you tell us what you plan
Appreciate
on
your
doing?
support. Hi, everyone, hello. We're looking for an extension of hours at Kilroy Square for an Oktoberfest that will be run by the Beer Garden and Townshend, the same folks that are there right now, just in case it runs a little late. It probably won't stay open till 11, but if we had it till 11 o'clock, it would give them time, if there's a big crowd there, we can keep going and stuff. You gave us that for the Ronan Tynan event, and it was great, because a good number of people came over after the event and kept it open till about 10. So we don't expect a lot, but it has been very popular the last couple of weekends, especially now that the weather's gotten warmer, and they've done a great job of managing the crowd, keeping them where they're supposed to be, keeping the alcohol in one place, and it's gone exceedingly well. So we want to give them a shot at doing we'll probably have some music. I don't know if I need a license for that from this. And if I do, I'll come back for that, if we do. Just some live music, which they have already. There'll just be some German music, I guess, whatever you use for a beer garden. I'll talk to the mayor about, see if he has any lines on a German band or anything.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any questions, concerns from anyone here at the meeting? Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns? With extending the hours till 11 PM on Friday, September 30th for Chamber of Commerce doing business at Kilroy Square.
I'm all set.
Okay. Seeing none.
Am I
Confirm
doing the
motion.
motions?
Looking for a motion.
Well, thanks.
Back to it.
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the Chamber of Commerce to extend the Kilroy Square Beer and Wine license for the Beer Garden until 11 PM on Friday, September 30th.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Good luck to
You're
you.
all set. Thank you.
very much. Thank you, appreciate it.
Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of the Marymount Association for a special use permit one-day beer and wine license for the Marymount Association Beach Market on Saturday, September 10th, from 1 PM to 6 PM. Mark Sauter and Jay Southwood. Jay's here. Hello, Jay. Good, and yourself? why don't you tell us what you plan on doing there at the Marymount Beach?
Sure. So Mark would be here, but he's got a prior commitment, so representing him. Marymount's done events with the city's blessing prior. Similar concept. They have called it their yard sale in the past, so it'll be a combination of both residents from the neighborhood as well as now this year some outside artisan crafts and vendors from White Pine Market. So basically, an upscale yard sale. So we'll have some beer, some seltzer, some wine from Break Rock. Well, Marymount's arranging some food from Black Creek's Barbecue, as well as potentially a food truck and some lighter fare, non-alcoholic options from their snack bar. And that's pretty much it. Some live music. It's going to run from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. In the past, they've gotten 125, 150 guests. Mark said maybe 200 to 300 tops throughout the day. But with the added vendors this year, he's just not sure. It could be lower than that as well.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone in the crowd regarding Marymount Association for a special use permit for their beach market? Seeing none, board members?
Food vendors, anyone that's not licensed to us will have to apply to us. for a
Absolutely.
one-day permit.
Yep, absolutely. We'll send them your way.
Looking for a motion.
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the Marymount Association for a special use permit, one-day beer and wine license for the Marymount Association Beach Market on Saturday, September 10th, from 1 to 6. Is there a rain date?
I'll have to get back to you on the, Mark hasn't let me know.
Okay. From 1 to 6, represented by Jay Southwood.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Great.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Sounds like a great time. Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of the Strand Promotional Services for a one-day liquor license for a corporate event at 2 Heritage Drive on Thursday, September 29th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Catering provided by the Chef's Table. Sherrill Marshall. Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. Why don't you come up and tell us about your event?
Yes, so we're hosting a open house. It's in our building. We're just it's a client restricted event, so it won't be open to the public, but, you know, we want it to be as safe and compliant as possible, so we're just looking for the approval from the city of Quincy. We're gonna have, you know, as you mentioned, the Chef's Table, catering the event, and then Boston Best bartending, for our professional bartending services.
So it's a strictly private event.
Yeah, yes.
And what company is it?
Strawn Promotional Solutions, right on 2 Heritage Drive.
So it's your company?
Yes.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone regarding Strawn Promotional Services for a one-day liquor license for a corporate event at 2 Heritage Drive? Seeing none, board members? No. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to grant the request of Strand Promotional Services for a one-day liquor license for a corporate event at 2 Heritage Drive on Thursday, September 29th, from 5 to 9. The catering provided by the Chef's Table, represented by Sherrill Marshall.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, you're
Good
all
luck.
set. Next is agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of the Adams Heights Men's Club at 63 Bower Road for an extension of premise for their club all-alcohol beverage license for an outdoor event, including outdoor entertainment, on Saturday, August 27th, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The event is a fundraiser for St. Jude and Kevin Gilmartin. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Why don't you come up and tell us about your event?
All right, the event is about, a group from Braintree. They're older adults, and they're just gonna have like a fundraiser and get together. I wanted to use the left side of the club so they could go outside and not be in the club the whole day. You know, I can put the band inside if you like, but basically that's it. It will be 1 to 5.
Okay. There's not a whole lot of residential there,
No, all
right?
the residential is on the left-hand side.
Right,
There's a house on the left, and there's only like 5 habitat houses.
okay,
And I told them they have to wrap it up by 5.
okay. All right.
righty?
Thank you.
for having me.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding the Adams Heights Men's Club for a fundraiser for St. Jude? Seeing none. Board members? Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the Adams Heights Men's Club, 63 Bower Road, for an extension of premises on their club for an all-alcoholic beverage license for an outdoor event, including outdoor entertainment on Saturday, August 27th from 1 to 5, and the event is a fundraiser for St. Jude, represented by club member Kevin Gilmart.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with
Good
your
luck.
event.
Susan. Bye now.
Have fun.
Next is agenda item number 5, hearing regarding the request of Tony's Clam Shop, 861 Quincy Shore Drive, for a cabaret license for Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in August, September, and October, to allow for a solo or a duet live music on those days. The entertainment will be scheduled from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, and 3 to 5 on Sundays. Helen Shiner is here to represent Tony's Clam Shop. You are the manager on record there.
I am the interim general manager of record, yes.
Thank you. Why don't you tell us about your events there?
Sure. The Candeloff family has enjoyed an impeccable reputation in the neighborhood for 58 years. As most of you know, we've created a new outdoor space with the blessing of the building department and our neighbors, which currently has 60 fixed seats and 7 kind of temporary seats. So that's our capacity right now in the backyard. So there's been a number of requests and successful events in the neighborhood for some light music, entertainment on the weekends. So after careful consideration, we tried to find the most amenable time where it wouldn't be, intrusive to the neighbors, but still meet the needs of the customers enjoying the weather and the outdoor space at Tony's.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone regarding Tony's Clam Shop for Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays of live music? Seeing none. Any questions, concerns from board members?
So the music will be outside?
It will be outside in the
It'll never be on
backyard.
the inside? It'll always be out?
No,
on the-
always be
in the
outside.
backyard there?
Correct. And we also, I had explained in my application, we put in the full gamut of weekends from now until the end of October when we close. We probably will not have it every weekend. We just can't handle the, from a staffing perspective and also from obtaining the entertainment. It most likely will not be every weekend.
Okay. Sounds good.
You'll put the entertainment on your webpage?
Yes.
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 Okay. Yes.
Just curious, is it amplified music, do you know, or?
We don't provide any amplification, so there may be an entertainer or two. There's one woman that plays popular music on a violin. She does have a small amplifier. We had her come and do kind of a test run, and it's no louder than our regular stereo that we have out there, not intrusive to the neighborhood. And that was one of the reasons why we chose that time frame as well, to be courteous to the neighbors. And they are invited, and sometimes they join us for some of the events in the new patio space. But we don't provide any amplification at all.
Confirm motion.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Tony's Clam Shop, 861 Quincy Shore Drive, for a cabaret license for Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in August, September, and October, to allow for solo, duet, live music on those days. The entertainment will be scheduled from 6 to 8 on Fridays and Saturdays, and from 3 to 5 on Sundays, represented by Helen Shiner.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Next is agenda item number 6, hearing regarding the request of automotive repair facility doing business as Vina Automotive Services for a Motor 2 license for the premise located at 10 Willard Street. Vina Automotive is an existing garage repair license and seeks to add second-hand car sales of 5 vehicles. Mimi Tran, hi, how are you? Thank you. And thank you for this handout for us all to take a look. Why don't you tell us your plan for Vina?
Just looking to add an extra service for our customer. and hopefully bring in some more revenue for us. At any given time would be just 5 used vehicle in the lot and no salvage vehicle.
Thank you very much. Any questions, concerns regarding automotive repair facility doing business as Vina Automotive Services for a Motor 2 for 5 vehicles for sale? Any questions, concerns from anyone here? Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns?
Did Jay have any issues with it that you're aware of? No. It looks like they have plenty of parking.
Yeah, they do. It's a big lot. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of automotive repair facility doing business as Vina Automotive Services for a Motor 2 license for the premises located at 10 Willard Street. Vina Automotive has an existing garage repair license and seeks to add secondhand car sales for 5 vehicles, represented by MyMyTran.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Number 7 is hearing regarding the request of Prestige Car Wash for a gasoline repair license for the premise located at 839 Hancock Street due to a change of ownership. Currently, Hancock Street Touchless Car Wash. Proposed manager Ken Calabro. Proposed hours of operation 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Ken Calabro and Caitlin Healy. Hi, Caitlin, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Why don't you tell us about your plans?
So we are in the due diligence period. We haven't purchased the property yet, but if licensing and everything goes well, we'll be closing on it, and we just want to transfer. Everything's staying the same. Still a car wash, nothing changing.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone? Counselor Phelan, if you could take a seat right there. We'll get right to you, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, and members of the licensing board. I don't have a problem where they're keeping the same, they're doing the same hours and anything. The only thing that I would request is, currently, when, I happen to be a counselor back in the 90s when this went in, and part of their job was to maintain the fencing around that abuts the neighborhood. And right now, that fencing is down. And what I would like to see, that's part of the order of condition, that they're there and they maintain the fencing, because it's a very tight put-in area. Just the other day, I started getting calls from neighbors down there. I guess it had come down in a storm, and now they're requesting that be part of the conditions which were part of the conditions with the old car wash when it went in. Went in back in the mid-90s. I was the city councilor then, and at that time, we requested that be added in. And for other things, I never got a complaint, so if they're running it the same way as the current car wash, I don't have a problem with it, but I request that be part of it, because they're very tight, it's very tight there with the neighbors in back there, and they care and maintain the fencing to block off from the neighborhood. And that's basically what I would say.
Thank you.
Is that the fencing in the rear?
It's in the rear.
That surrounds the back side of the
You go
building?
back, like, I believe it's Newton Road backs right up, Newton Ave backs right up there. There are houses right there and the fence is going around. And currently, a big section of fence is down. It must have come down in a storm or something like that. And I guess the neighbors told me they have brought it to the attention of the people there, and nothing has happened. So I just, if they're gonna be, I don't have a problem with the business, don't have a problem with the thing, but I just would like to see that who's ever going in there realizes that that's part of their job to maintain the fencing there. That's all.
Okay. Thanks,
Thank
Counselor.
you.
Thank you.
Do you wish to speak to that?
We will get it fixed as soon as it's in our possession.
Excellent, thank you. Any other questions, concerns, board members?
Just one quick, Caitlin, have you been in touch with our fire prevention office?
No.
Okay, just reach out to them regarding permitting for like waste oil, settling and stuff like that,
Yep.
okay?
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
So that's fine, you have no issues with
No
those
issues.
conditions?
Nope.
Looking for motion.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Prestige Car Wash for a gasoline repair license for the premises located at 839 Hancock Street to a change in ownership. Currently, the Hancock Touchless Car Wash. Proposed manager Ken Calabro. Proposed hours of operations, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Represented by Caitlin Healy.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Counselor. Agenda item number 8, hearing regarding the request of Keyser Automotive Repair LLC, doing business as Tower Automotive, for a garage repair license for the premise located at 570 Adams Street due to a change of ownership. Proposed manager Derek Keyser. No changes in operation are planned, but the location will no longer have second-hand cars. Derek, welcome.
Hi.
Why don't you tell us about your endeavor here at 570 Adams?
So I've been working for the current proprietors, Brian and Greg Egan, for about 20 years. And they're now stepping down, retiring, and my intentions are to continue doing the repairs at 570 Adams Street as Tower Automotive.
Excellent, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding Tower Automotive for a garage and repair license for the premise located at 570 Adams Street due to a change of ownership?
So nothing changes, you just purchase in the building and give business as usual?
I will be leasing the building, but I've purchased the business.
Okay.
Any questions, concerns? Seeing none.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Keyser Automotive Repair LLC, doing business as Tower Automotive, for a garage repair license for the premises located at 570 Adams Street due to a change in ownership. Proposed manager Derek Keyser. No changes in operation are planned, but that location will no longer sell secondhand cars, so you're not going to do that anymore?
Correct.
Okay, and your hours are going to stay the same?
Correct.
Represented by Derek Keyser.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Good luck
Good
with the
luck.
business.
Thank you very much.
Agenda item number 9, hearing regarding the request of Quincy Gas and Service, Inc., doing business as Egan Snowco for gasoline repair and manager's license for the premise located at 641, 647 Adams Street due to a change of ownership. Proposed manager Jamal Denny. No changes in operation are planned. Jamal Denny. Hello, how are you? Why don't you tell us what your plans are for Quincy Gas doing business as Egan's?
We just purchased Quincy Gas, Egan's, Sunoco, and we were gonna run it the same way, same operation, same hours. It's gas inspection and automotive repair. That's about it.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding Quincy Gas and Services doing business as Egan Sunoco for a gasoline repair manager license for the premise located at 641, 647 Adams Street?
645.
645.
I'll have
Yeah.
that on the license, just arranged under the GIS, yes.
Okay, thank you. Due to a change of ownership.
Yes.
Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns?
I'd just like to say, Egan's has been there since I was a child. It's been in operation since I was a child. They run a great business. I think you're a little too young to retire because you're my age, but good luck on your retirement, and congratulations on all those years in business with your family. Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Quincy Gas and Service, Inc., doing business as Egan Sunoco for a gas station repair and manager's license for the premises located at 641 to 645 Adams Street due to the change in ownership. Proposed manager Jamal Denny.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. You're all set.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on your retirement. Agenda item number 10, hearing regarding the request of Packing Center, Inc., doing business as Stop and Shop at 65 Newport Ave for a change of manager on their off-premise wine and malt beverage license to Daniel Theron, attorney Eugene Richard.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. We are applying for approval of a change of manager to Dan Therian, who has been employed with Stop and Shop for 26 years, 11 of that as a store manager, in various locations, somewhat short of a dozen. He began with Stop and Shop as a bagger while still as a teenager and has worked his way up. He is now an experienced manager, tips trained, knowledgeable with all phases of store operations and management, including liquor sales. And he is familiar with the rules and regulations concerning alcohol sales for off-premises consumption. So we request your approval of this application.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone here at the meeting regarding change of manager for the off-premise wine and malt beverage license at Stop and Shop at 65 Newport Ave? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns? Nope, go for the motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the Packaging Center, Inc., doing business as Stop and Shop, 65 Newport Ave, for a change in manager on their off-premises wines and malt beverage license to Daniel Therian, represented by attorney Eugene Richard.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set, thank you.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 11 here regarding the request of GT Foods, Inc., doing business as Rosie's Pizza for a common victual license for the premise located at 550 Adams Street, formerly Unchained Pizza. Proposed manager Thomas Gafalakis. Proposed hours of operation Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
Good. We actually switched it at 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
11 a.m.
Yes.
Okay. And why don't you tell us what you plan on doing at...
So there we're gonna have, my cousin has another location in Braintree, he's been there for 15 years. So we're gonna just do pizza there. There's gonna be no fryer laters, no grills, sauteed pasta, panini, salads, nice simple menu. No delivery service, nothing like that.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone in the audience regarding GT Food doing business as Rosie's Pizza for a common victual license at 550 Adams Street? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns?
You do operate presently a place in Weir Braintree?
Yes.
Looking for a motion.
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of GT Foods, Inc., doing business as Rosie's Pizzeria for a common victual license for the premise located at 550 Adams Street. Proposed manager Thomas Gafalakis. Proposed hours of operation on Monday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank
Thanks for your
you.
time, appreciate
Thank
it.
you, good luck.
Agenda item number 12, here regarding the request of Boba Bites LLC, doing business as Munchie Nut and Onezo for a common victual license for the premise located at 19 Billings Road due to a change of ownership. Currently the Block 2, proposed manager Emily Hung. Proposed hours of operation are 10 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Attorney Russell Chen and Emily Hung. Hi, Russell. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good afternoon, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. Attorney Russell Chin, representing the corporation Boba and Bites. Boba intends to purchase an existing business at 19 Billings Road. It's currently being operated there as a bubble tea shop. The company is comprised of Emily Huang, who is a North Quincy High School graduate and a BU graduate. Her brother, also North Quincy graduate and a Northeastern University graduate, and their mother. So it'll be a family-run business. They intend to keep the operation basically the same, bubble tea. They do intend to introduce a dessert called mochi nut, which is a type of donut popular in the Asian community. So that would be the only change.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions, concerns regarding Mochi Nut and Onezo for a common victual license for the premise located at 19 Billings Road due to a change of ownership? Seeing none. Any questions regarding? Nope. So, looking for a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Boba and Bites LLC, doing business as Mochi Nut and Onezo, for a common victual license for the premises located at 19 Billings Road due to a change of ownership. The proposed manager, Emily Hung, proposed hours of operation, 10 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week, represented by attorney Russell Chin.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you
We're
very
all
much.
set.
Good luck.
Congratulations,
Good
good
luck.
luck. Agenda item number 13, hearing regarding the request of DG Asian Tea Corporation, doing business as Mango Mango Dessert, for a common victual license for the premise located at 9 Beale Street. Proposed manager, D. Wee Guan. Proposed hours of operation are 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m., 7 days a week. Attorney Kaylee Young Wong. Hello, how are you?
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, member of the board. Hi, my name is Kanyang Wong. I'm representing the applicant. Mr. D. Wei Guan is here with me. We are applying for a CV license. It's going to be a ice cream shop at 13 Beale Street. I think this is the old Brigham ice cream
Right.
location. Yes, so yeah, it's going to be, we're asking for 7 days a week, 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Mr. Guan is a very experienced restaurateur. He is the owner of a full-service restaurant, Zen Sushi, at Beacon Hill for many years. So this is the first time he's venturing into dessert business. And he will be the proposed manager. It's a very small operation. This store is very small. It's only 1,065 square feet. We're going to have 18 or less seats in the restaurant. So yeah, and then we serve ice cream, cakes, and milkshakes, things like that. So.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from anyone here regarding DG Asian Tea Corp. for Mango Mango Desserts for a common victual license located at 9 Beale Street?
It should be 13. Yeah.
13?
Yeah. When I'm trying to file through the site, the site
okay.
will not. It only has number 9. There's no 13 on the address.
This
so.
storefront will have
Okay.
13.
For 13 Beale Street. Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns? The old Brighams? Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of DG Asian Tea Corporation, doing business as Mango Mango Desserts, for a common victual license located at the premises at 13 Beale Street. Proposed manager D.Y. Yen. Proposed hours of operations 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m., 7 days a week. Represented by attorney Ka Young Wong. Was that close?
Yeah, good.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set. Congratulations. For the record, as I stated at the beginning of this meeting, agenda item number 14 has been continued till September 13th, Off the Hook Bar and Grill. Next is agenda item number 15, hearing to review operations at Finest Auto Sales at 519 Quincy Ave, Alvin Kazul. And his attorney. Welcome, how are you?
Good afternoon, everyone. E. Pamela Salpoglu for Finest Auto LLC.
Thank you. If I may start with just a few notes that I made. This hearing is a result of numerous complaints that Detective Brown has received regarding business practices at this location. Detective Brown has met with Mr. Kazul numerous times and most recently with his attorney. As a result of the final meeting, a memo of understanding between the parties was submitted by Mr. Kazul's attorney, and this memo has been provided to board members. Any additional comments from Mr. Kazul or his attorney are welcome, and from anyone in attendance, as well as the board members.
I just would like to reiterate that on August 2nd, I did meet with my client and Detective Brown. We went through there was just 3 consumer issues that were outstanding. Now there are only 2. And we seem to come to an understanding that my client understands that many of these complaints may have some merit and may not, but the proper forum was going to be in a court of law, and Detective Brown did agree with that. We came to the understanding that in the event that there are any other consumer complaints, that we would come back before the board and we could discuss disciplinary action. But at this point, my client has rectified all of the situations or is in the process of rectifying the one remaining matter.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding Finest Auto Sales at 519 Quincy Ave? Seeing none, board members?
I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
The one that's pending, which one is that?
There is one in Chelsea. It's scheduled for 9/22. It's a small claims hearing.
What about the criminal complaint?
The criminal complaint was dismissed.
When was that dismissed? It
It-
was dismissed because he wasn't properly notified, but that's been refiled. Are you aware of that?
I'm not, but I understand that it was dismissed prior to arraignment. And again, that is a civil matter. I don't.
Well, no, it's a criminal matter. He's being charged criminally
Right.
in that situation.
In that
And he was
situation.
notified, but there was not proper notification, so the complaint's been reissued.
That may be correct, but again, he's innocent until proven guilty, and he has an opportunity to defend himself. But at the first hearing, there was a dismissal, and there was some, correct me if I'm wrong, that the judge did indicate that this was a civil matter, not a criminal matter.
Well, it's a criminal charge.
Correct.
But it was dismissed prior arraignment as of,
I know it happened.
Yeah.
But it is a criminal charge. It's not a civil matter. He's been charged criminally. He'll have to answer for that.
He will if it gets to that point. And again, it was dismissed. I do believe that it is a civil matter, as the other complaints were. And Mr. Kasul has been vindicated in court proceedings. He's settled matters. Again, one consumer making a criminal complaint should not cost this gentleman his life's dream, which is to have opened up a dealership.
It's not one person making a complaint. There's 16 complaints since he opened. There's larcenies, fraud, disorders, larceny, keeping the peace, civil matter, larceny, civil matter, fraud, civil matter, unwanted person, or larceny motor vehicle. So it's not one complaint. This is an ongoing pattern.
There's one open complaint with the criminal, but there haven't been any complaints. The majority of these complaints started last year. My client is now there, has trained his employees. He has changed the nature of his business. He's no longer in the business of selling older, higher mileage, inexpensive vehicles. He's shifted that business model, and I believe that shifting to that business model will result in less consumer complaints. It's generally the older cars that are with people who are very vocal. They don't take legal recourse because they can't afford attorneys, and so they file complaints with the police. I find that, and I do represent over 600 car dealers in the Commonwealth, and that has been my general experience. Since we've been working with Detective Brown, the number of complaints have stopped.
I know you've met with Detective Brown on one occasion with you, right? And I know he's been down to your business a number of different times. That's correct.
Yes, but we did come to the agreement. He asked me to prepare the memorandum, which you have, and again, let him have the benefit of the doubt at this point. He's still a new business. Growing pains are sometimes normal.
Thank you, Chief. Anyone else have any questions, concerns? Okay, so in summary, this hearing serves as official notice, as outlined in the memo of understanding, that if the city is notified of any additional consumer complaints at Finest Auto, a subsequent hearing will be called, at which time disciplinary action, including potential suspension and/or revocation of the license, may be recommended. So we're just letting you know now that this is an official warning, verbal warning for your client that you know, we want the best here in Quincy, and we want our residents to be served, and we want our businesses to do well. And for that, we're all going to work together.
We are.
Okay.
And I think it's a great testament to my client that he's retained my services as an automobile attorney, and I can guide him through his legal rights and remedies.
Great.
Thank you.
All right.
That does conclude all of the agenda items this evening. Looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the hearing on July 26th and waive the reading. Oh,
Hi, I got an email from Helen Murphy, said, I'm on behalf of Quincy Asian Resource.
oh, okay. Hi, welcome.
Okay.
Why don't you please state your name for the
Okay.
record?
Yeah, I'm David Joe. I'm also here, Neely and Noreen and Tina. I'm the board of director of Quincy Asian Resource. So-
And you will be
I'm-
representing the August Moon Festival?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
why don't you tell us about the event? I'm so sorry.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, and this is our 35th annual August Moon Festival, and we are scheduled on the August 21st, which is coming Sunday, at Carlington Street. And we have been holding this event at the same location in the past 10 years. So we will have a performance, stage, and we have children activities such as a bounce house and rock climbing, and we have food vendors from different, variety of food, Thai, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, and we also have about 70 booths from the vendor booth from different organizations and companies. And the time is from 12 to 4 p.m. And we're expecting about 10,000 people show up, hopefully. And we've been doing this for many years, as you know, and this is one of our Quincy's signature events. And
It
all-
certainly is.
All the food vendor from outside of Quincy has already obtained a one-day sale permit from the health department. So all the food truck who have using propane is already obtained their from the fire departments from using propane permits. So that's it. So any questions?
Any questions from anyone here? Seeing none. Board members, any questions? I will say the August Moon Festival is always a great, great event in our city, and we look forward to it this coming Sunday from 12 to 4 on Coddington Street, and invite all of our, certainly Quincy and our extended communities to come and join.
You are all welcome to come.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I know you've worked with Captain McCusker on the traffic pattern and the traffic plans. I think we're in pretty good shape that way, so.
Okay, last time we were meeting with one of the officers, I forgot his name, yeah.
Captain McCusker?
Captain McCusker, yeah, the Carlington Street will be blocked at 5 a.m. and to 5 p.m. Okay, so we've been able to go in there to set up the tent, and we finish at 4, then by the time 5 p.m., all the tent will be removed and table will be removed, and the street will be open, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Do we need
Thank
a
you.
motion?
Thank you. Looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the hearing on July 26th and waive the reading.
Make a motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
The next hearing is September 13th, and looking for a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion to adjourn. Oh, you're gonna make the motion now, Joe?
I'll make the last one.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Carry on the Sunday.
Thank you.
September 13th.